going, everybody? Welcome back. Level in Deckcast, Matchbox working rigs. Probably the best thing that we do on the channel, our favorite thing on the channel. Very last mix of 2024, last mix of 2024. There are 2 reissues, but we get 2 brand new decos. So we're just going to go ahead and start with one of the first reissues. Is this one right here. This is your MBX Road Scraper number 3 of 16. This is a reissue of the 2023 70th anniversary deco that they did. So you'll see this is a dead giveaway. The 70th anniversary one had the logo up here. This is the newest one. The reissue, we of course have the original one right here. So we'll get this one popped out. Pull him out of the packaging. There is our new one right there. They are not dating these anymore, so that's perfectly fine. So there's no date on the base. This is, of course, the original release right here. This one is dated S22. Of course, this one, it has the moving back section here, and then, of course, it rotates. That's its real working rig deal. So this is the original one here. And of course, we have our new one there on the top. I really don't anticipate anything different on these, just because they're so close to each other. Taking a look at the blacks, they are both semi-gloss. Some yellow print on there, the same wheels with the same yellow ring. Same prints on the side, says Matchbox Construction, unit number 17. USA A58. Of course, that's Michael Hualda, who did these ones up. The prints on the front are going to be the same between the two. The original on the bottom, new one on the top. Nothing fancy there. The yellows appear to be the same as well. Moving around to the other side, the silver backing seems to be exact as well. I can tell you, at least on this side, the top one has dark orange, the bottom one has light orange for that that kind of caution striping. We'll see if that's different on the other side. And so there you go. That is something. Darker orange striping versus the lighter orange there on the bottom. But this construction of the model and everything is exactly the same. There is the deets on the bottom. The bases are not going to be changed. You're literally just... It's literally 1 year ago. 1 year ago, they made that real working rig. So we'll put that guy right there. All right. One good thing for this one hasn't been made all that much, and this is the first reissue of this particular deco. Number 4 of 16, the MBX mobile crane for Van Deuter construction. Kind of this yellow kind of color. I'm pretty excited about this one. I like this real working rig. It's definitely one of my favorite ones. 6-wheel crane. It's got the boom that goes up, and of course it's got 1 stage of extension. Ooh, this one's super tight. There we go. It extends pretty far, pretty much goes across the entire screen there. And then, of course, it does have full 360 rotation. There's no outriggers or anything, so nothing too ridiculously crazy on that, but very, very cool nonetheless. And then there is just some base deets. This one does have a date. T25 is the date. This is our original version of this one. This one is dated C05, so this one's way old in the realm of real working rigs. So our original one there on the bottom, our new one on the top. Of course, the plastic, neon plastic, is significantly brighter on that original one there on the bottom. I mean, significantly brighter. This one on the top is much, much more dulled down. I mean, it's super dramatic. It doesn't even come across on the screen, I don't think, as much. This original one is just super rich in color. This one's kind of more of a closer to a banana kind of yellow, but it's dramatic. It's super dramatic. As far as the prints and stuff on there, it does have the same prints on the door, same unit number. It says Van Deuter on the side. The positioning of the prints a little bit different as well. So pushed back a little bit more on the one on the top versus the original on the bottom. But the prints themselves are the same. The tinted window for the cab, operator cab, is the same. It just looks a little bit darker on the original one because of the yellow being so much darker. The kind of chevron prints on the side are pretty close. The base color gray is pretty close as well. The original one there on the left, super, 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 super dark. Looks good though. The orange is darker on the front print as well. There's no rear prints on this particular model, so never any rear prints on this one. And then just taking a look at the base details, there will be some base changes. You'll see right there the new one here on the top. Just some changes to the base and where the prints, words, all that good stuff like that is throughout the base. So not too shabby, not too shabby. I particularly like this particular one. I think this one was, it's not great for a reissue per se. We definitely don't want to get any more reissues for real working rigs, but in this case, I suppose it's okay. All right, in this particular case, we get not one, but two brand new decos for existing models. This is the Pierce Velocity Aerial Platform Fire Truck, number 5 of 16 in National Parks deco, not the traditional one, the little bit more art style-y with flames and stuff on the side of it. Unfortunately, no print on the boom or the bucket, but that is due to cost. And realistically, as long as we got a new deco, I can live with the fact that there's no print on the boom itself. Although you can see it doesn't look good without a print. It really needs to have print on the boom, at least in my opinion. Deco on the side, like I said, real working rigs version of the National Parks. But it looks pretty good. National Parks only been in real working rigs a couple of times. It's pretty scarce for real working rigs to see National Parks. This is kind of like the Forest Ranger National Parks, but it is that nice kind of mint color. Unfortunately, no print on the front as well. So no print on the headlights or anything like that. Another cost-cutting measure, which is just unbelievable. At least we do get chrome. It's nice to get some chrome on there. Of course, this one has a huge, huge ladder boom that goes up. And then it does have a one-stage boom, which goes up as well. And then it does have a operator platform that tilts down as well and has some snorkels and stuff on there, some hose equipment, that kind of stuff, which looks pretty decent. Of course, this guy does rotate 360 and it notches, so it'll stay wherever you put it. So not too shabby. So we'll slide that back down there. And then, of course, there's a little space in between, just like on the rail one, where the ladder sits, and then, of course, the bucket. So that looks pretty good. I do like the gray as the kind of breakup color for this particular one. There's the deco from the other side. Unit number 15 for this particular one. So again, this one dated T25. For some reason, they didn't date the scraper. Maybe it's the same scraper from the one they ran last year. They just made a bunch of extra ones and held it over. All right, this one is definitely the most welcome edition. Number 13 of 16. This is the Scania Tactical Command Center. This is only the third time we're seeing this casting, and it's only the second time it's been in real working rigs. Now, they did use this casting for their Thank You Hero set that they did way back in the day during COVID. That was the second color. Otherwise, we've only ever seen this in one color proper from real working rigs. So very, very happy to get this one. This one does get print on the front, which looks pretty good. The print is only on the casting, though, not on the base. So you'll see there's a little bit of print on the side here, but there's no headlight print on the front because they didn't print the front of the base. The grill is all part of the body, which is metal. This little cab part here is the only thing that's metal in this whole casting. Just a little bit of metal right here. It's not very much. It's very, very little. But it does say Scania on the front. Looks good. I do like that. I love Scania trucks. I think they are very, very cool. Unit number 71, Matchbox Command Center, a reoccurring theme that's been running for a little bit. Nice to see that pop up on real working rigs. We do get a little bit of print in the back. Loving it. And then more print on this side. Of course, this is a command center. So for one, you do have a satellite dish at the top. It does not rotate 360 or nothing, but it pops up, does exactly what it's supposed to do. But of course, the big deal here is the little side section here, which pulls out, which is extremely difficult to get a grasp on. There we go. So there is the slide out. It slides out pretty good, pretty decent amount. And then, of course, there is a ladder in there as well. The ladder is sometimes not all that cooperative. So we'll just get something we have sitting around the studio. See if I can get the ladder to pop out just real quick in the most viewer supporting way to do it. But yeah, the ladder just goes like that. So it sets down just like that. So allows the operators to just walk up and go right into the tactical command center. do whatever they need to do. This particular one happens to be a rescue command, but it looks pretty good. The ladder is pretty appropriate. It's in there so that it won't fall off, it won't fall out or anything. You don't have to worry about losing it or anything like that. So that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and leave that guy propped out. Maybe do a little bit of stance here. Just rolling out for the last mix of 2024 for Real Working Rigs. Moving on to 2025, we'll get brand new card art. So card art will change. And the first mix of 2025 includes a brand spanking new casting, which is something we have not seen in Real Working Rigs for some time. So there you go. Closing out 2024 Matchbox Real Working Rigs, all 16 released. There is your final 4 for the year. Let me know what you guys think about those. Let me know what you think about the mix. I think it's okay, not okay. Everything else is great. I'm okay with this one. But always love to hear your comments. So until next time, we'll see you next on the next video. Here we go. Real Working Rigs, Matchbox, whatever we have coming down, Level M. Peace.